Authorities in Daytona Beach, Florida, are on the lookout for missing and endangered 36-year-old actor and former Nickelodeon star, Drake Bell, or Jared Bell, if you prefer the legal name. He was last seen near a school, leaving many to wonder if he's just trying to relive his old Nickelodeon days. But in all seriousness, let's hope he is found safe and sound soon. Equality Florida, the state's leading LGBTQ civil rights group, has recently released a travel advisory for those planning on visiting Florida. This move comes after restrictive laws were passed which could pose a threat to the safety and well-being of LGBTQ individuals. The group also highlights concerns about gun violence in the state. It's important to remember that discriminatory laws and violence can have a significant impact on a community's sense of security and belonging. So, if you're looking for a vacation spot, perhaps consider somewhere that embraces diversity and human rights instead. In 2021, JPMorgan Chase made headlines with its $175 million acquisition of Frank, a college financial planning company that served over 5 million students. With low interest rates and the promise of billion-dollar successes, it's no wonder tech investors are flocking to the industry. But with so much money in play, it's important to consider the impact on individuals and society as a whole. As exciting as these investments may be, we must ask ourselves if they truly benefit everyone or just a select few. After a boycott over safety concerns for former player Peng Shuai, the women's professional tennis tour will finally return to China later this year. It's a relief to see that safety concerns are being taken seriously, especially after the serious allegations made by Peng Shuai about a high-ranking government official. Let's hope that this serves as a reminder to prioritize safety and protection for all athletes, regardless of their status. Can't wait to see the incredible talent on display in China once again. The latest reports show that U.S. jobless benefits have hit their highest level in over a year, but don't panic just yet. While the Federal Reserve has been working to cool down the job market to combat inflation, the numbers are still relatively low. It's a reminder that the economy is a fickle creature, and we must keep an eye on it to ensure we maintain stability. But for now, let's keep our fingers crossed for the job market to keep its cool, just like the Fed. And if all else fails, at least we can look forward to being employed as stand-up comedians, because those jokes will never be out of fashion. China's maritime authorities have issued a warning for possible rocket debris in waters northeast of Taiwan, prohibiting ships from entering the area on April 16. This news may seem alarming, but it's not uncommon in the world of space exploration. Hopefully, any debris will fall harmlessly into the ocean and not cause any trouble. In the meantime, let's hope the rocket scientists can aim a little more accurately next time. There's a new urgent alert from government agencies telling software manufacturers to step up their game and fix their security flaws before customers become overwhelmed. It's important to remember that historically, we've been treating cybersecurity like a game of hot potato, passing the responsibility from person to person, hoping we don't get burned. It's time to break that cycle and take ownership of our online safety. So, to all the software companies out there, let's get cracking on those security upgrades. The Federal Reserve staff are secretly concerned about the U.S. economy collapsing into a recession caused by the recent banking crisis, according to the minutes from their March meeting. This news may come as a shock to some, especially since the bank's chairman hasn't mentioned any potential downturn publicly. As always, economists have yet another prediction to add to the pile. In a rare audio message shared on social media, the Taliban's supreme leader has stressed the importance of justice for Afghanistan's survival. The message is a reminder that justice is key to a stable government, even in the midst of war and conflict. It's comforting to know that amidst such turmoil, there are still leaders who are striving to do what's best for their people. Let's hope this is a positive step towards lasting peace in the region. Delta Airlines has announced a $363 million loss for the first quarter, blaming increased spending on labor and fuel. Despite this setback, the airline is confident it will bounce back and turn a profit thanks to a sharp rise in revenue. This news highlights the delicate balancing act that all airlines must perform to remain financially stable, especially in today's unpredictable climate. However, as consumers, we can take comfort in the fact that Delta is taking steps to navigate these challenges while still offering us a reliable and enjoyable flying experience.